Please subscribe and share this video with your friends.
So for me, the biggest transformation was partly in kind of the general sense of my life was I'm the perfectionist, always have to do everything right, can't be wrong, and I never realized how much that was off-putting to other people, even though I never needed them to be wrong. I was just worried about what impression was I making, what are they thinking of me? Oh, that person like frowned at me. Are they mad at me? And I just came from this state. It was like a lot of level 1, level 2, and I was attracting guys, but they were totally inappropriate. I mean, they were either unavailable, they were too young. It just also, if there was a reason that I should not be seeing them, they somehow just gravitated towards me. It was like I wasn't even trying. And then I had one in particular that I was really hung up on. I'm sure lots of people have this kind of story. The guy he's almost right, but he just he's just not there for you. And you need to let him go, but somehow you can't let him go, and nobody else stacks up to him, and it's really hard to date from that place. It's hard to find somebody because you go out on one date, you're like, well, he's not crush guy, he's not this guy, so I'm not wasting any more time. So a year ago, that was where I was at, and I read, I try to think my way out of my thoughts big time. I read everything. I'm a computer engineer, introvert, so I figured I could solve this myself. And I came across Marni, and I did the D factor, and she said stuff, and I was like, wow. In 1 hour, this woman, she totally understands where I'm at. And she was starting FLN, and I had a lot of trepidation, but during the course of it, I came in like these. I came in for the dating, and just astonished at how else it affected my life. My relationship with my daughter's better. My relationships with my coworkers. I mean, at work, I kind of let go of this need to be right, and I feel like I'm more respected now than ever. I mean, and nobody's afraid to come. People will come and ask me questions, and they won't ask like the architects and the lead architects because they're scared of them, and they'll just come and ask me. And so, it's just, it makes going to work every day more enjoyable. It's just everything in my life has gotten better.
And what about for you on the dating front? And
then on the dating, so I had my crush guy, and then over the course of the year, because these things don't happen overnight, I kind of gradually let go in bits and spurts. It started off with I would no longer contact him, but he was still contacting me, and I would still engage. To finally, get into the point where I just didn't need it. It wasn't serving me. Like, why would I even see you? Why would I talk to you? And then while that was tapering off, I started dating. I did date someone for a while, for I think about 7 dates, and he was totally appropriate. He was my age, and he was available, and he was a good guy and masculine and all these great things. And he even once referred to me as his girlfriend at some event. I was like, whoa. Hey, we didn't even have a talk. It didn't work out. For life circumstances, I had a non-negotiable that he couldn't meet. But it was just representative of where my life has been, and I have no doubts now that there is the guy that I'm going to meet, and I expect probably soon. But I'm coming at a place from choice. I get to choose who that's going to be. It's not like, oh, is he going to show up? I know he's going to show up, and I'm just waiting for it.
That's so exciting. And I think one of the biggest things I want to highlight is that when that crush guy came back, that you literally were not attracted. There was no attraction. It was gone.
Yes.
And that feels so...
It feels, the weight just lifted. Yeah. I mean, my life, it's weightlifting. It just gives you hope, opportunity. Now my life feels like it has hope, whereas before I'm in love with this person I can't have. That's not a life of hope. That's not a life of hope. Yeah.
And what's the tip? If you knew then what you know now, Elizabeth, what would it be? So
I guess the tip was because I was I was trying to solve this by if I watch enough webcasts and I read enough books, and I'll figure this out. I'm a smart person. I salutatorian in my high school class. I can figure this out. And I had a lot of trepidation about the program because not just the money commitment, but the time commitment. I was like, whoa, 10 months. I don't even know you. That's a big commitment. And what kind of flipped it for me, what made me take the leap was not only that I had this desire to make a change and not spend another year in the same place, but it was, I looked at how much I had spent on in time and money on vacations. Like I'd gone to, mind body retreats, and I've gone, just, you name it, I've tried it, and they were wonderful, and I got something out of each of them, but they were very short term. I mean, you go for a week, and you feel great for maybe a couple weeks, and then you just return right back to your old self. So when I compare all that money and time I spent to what I spent on this, and what the transformation I got from this that continues to happen, I mean, it's a no-brainer.